publicly, but my mother insisted once, when she was being honored by one of her organizations, that I introduce her. When Connie found this speech in my mother's desk 2 weeks ago, she brought it to my house and read it to my mother, and I understood that I would have to read it one more time. When I was asked to introduce my mother, I hesitated because to speak about my mother is to speak about myself. Where does the river end and the ocean begin? They ebb and flow forever together. You all know Dr. Belle Rosenbaum, the public persona, her mezuzahs, her tzedakah, and her chesed, her involvement in every Jewish organization that is and was. And since there could never be enough of them, she is starting a new one, even now. She has been treasurer of the mikvah, president of North Hudson chapter of Mizrahi Women, and the yeshiva of Hudson County. She has been on national boards of Yeshiva University, Albert Einstein College of Medicine, Israel Bonds, Bris Avraham, UJA, Hadassah Hospital, Shaarei Tzedek Hospital, the YU Museum and the Great Synagogue, the Brit and Ort. She is a life member of Amit and Hadassah and the Brit and Ort, and I could go through the list again. She is active in Community Synagogue, the Holocaust Center, Beis Torah, Shaarei Torah, or Ruvain, or Sameah, the Riverdale Home for the Aged. She founded American Friends of Migdal Or with my father, and they are actively involved still. They have dedicated the cornerstones on Jewish buildings from Monsey to Israel to Tashkent. And these are just a few of the big things. Her private acts of chesed, the shidduchim she arranged, help given to family and friends and strangers to start lives or businesses or get them back on their feet. Advice freely given, and time, and a listening ear and heart. The Haknosas Orchim, her home has been a way station for a day, a month, a year for countless people. The dignity and love with which she cared for all of my grandparents. Each one of these things would be a central theme for another life. But Kenai and Hara, I find it difficult to pick a pet project for my mother. Perhaps her quest for Hidur Mitzvah, the artists she's helped and encouraged and sustained, the homes she has beautified, her fascination and success in many businesses. No, I think that to me, first and foremost, she's my mother. Linda and Maisha and Hani will testify with me that she has always been there when we needed her, to teach us, to guide us, and to love us. She is dressed in strength and majesty. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and kindness is her speech. Her children praise her. Her husband adores her. Many daughters have accomplished much, but you surpass them all. Love of the Torah and fear of Hashem are her center. I pray that Hashem will reward her with the fruits of the golden hand. She is praised in the gates by her very own deeds. It has been my greatest honor to be your daughter.